Are you ready?
So welcome, ladies and gentlemen. It is Range Report time again, and we're going to part 3 of our National Highlights program. And this is the ISSF competition coming out of Yarra in 2019. Fabulous competition. Elena Galiobovic set a record, a national record in the Sport Pistol 25-metre final. The number of hits, fantastic competition. She, of course, qualified for the Olympics, as did Sergei Evgleski. Daniel Repicoli was there. He's qualified to go off to Tokyo. Dina Aspandarova. All the big guns were there for the national championships in Yarra. Well, time for a very special interview now with Phillip Adams, legend of pistol shooting in Australia. Of course, he is the most decorated Commonwealth athlete across the whole of the Commonwealth nations. He's a 4-time Olympian. We had an opportunity to sit down with him during the Yarra Nationals. Sit back and enjoy the interview with Phillip Adams.
The club I'm in is Orange Pistol Club in New South Wales. Shooting today air pistol and centerfire pistol. First nationals in about 1974 or 5 up until now. I missed one last year, that's all. I've got I think it's 4 Olympic Games, 6 Commonwealth Games. I've won 18 medals at Commonwealth Games, equal highest of any athlete in the Commonwealth. I've won a World Cup in Mexico City, came 3rd in the World Cup in Los Angeles. I was running 2nd in the World Championships in air pistol in Moscow in '81 before the final. I'm a farmer that you just spend all the day working in the animals and sowing crops and things, and this becomes a distraction from the job, which is I think most people at work find a distraction. A lot of people just go and play golf or get on the grog or whatever, but this is a way of, you've got to learn how to think. If you can't think and make a decision, you're not going anywhere in shooting, absolutely. So it's and the other thing you really got to learn is how to control your emotion. So if you're at Olympic Games, you shoot here and then you go to Olympic Games, there's a huge step up. I think especially for the Commonwealth Games, because if you go to the Olympics, no one's going to go and look at you because you're not a swimmer, or no one looks at the shooting anyway, unless you're probably a shotgun shooter. Of course, there's a lot of money involved there. But at the Commonwealth Games, you know, most times I complete the Commonwealth Games, I had about 3 cameras about a metre away from my head the whole time. And whatever, if you do something a little bit that you don't want on the TV, it gets on the TV. So there's lots of little things you've got to learn. I think the first thing I learnt when I went World Championships was 74, so by 78 I went to a World Championship, and I come top 20, I think, shooting standard pistol. I thought I was really good at it till I got into the competition. In every card I had 3 10s for the first 3 shots and 2 wild ones, and the heart rate went from 60 up to about 160, and I had to get it back down before the next session, and that was a big learning curve. So since then you had to learn a way of bringing that down and staying at the right level of arousal where you shoot your best. In other words, where you practice, that's how you are, and that's how you've got to be in the competition, so you stay the same. That's difficult to learn, and of all the juniors around here, some of them might think they're pretty good, but it's a long way to the top. I haven't competed for a number of years now. Last time I competed was 2 Commonwealth Games ago, so it's 8 years. So basically I'm here because I coach. I coach a couple of people. One's probably up in the high end and one's in the beginner end. But they both have got a potential. But the potential only goes so far as long as they keep following instructions. But you've got to find a person that's really dedicated to the training purpose, you know. And it's the sort of thing you think about 24 hours a day while you're working or not working or when you're having lunch or something. You've got to be at it all the time. You just can't come and shoot one weekend and come back next week and think you're going to go somewhere. You'll stay where you are all the time. The point about it is when you're coming to this type of competition, national competition, if you want to win, you've got to be confident you can shoot a 10. Simple as that. No matter what gun you use, when you pick it up, you know you can shoot a 10. If you hope you can shoot a 10, you're not going to win. But you've got to know, and that's the difference. And I've been a lot of competitions, and actually the one in Mexico City, when I was sitting outside the air pistol range, and someone come and said to me, "You're in the final." I said, "I didn't know I was in the bloody final." So I rolled in. I thought, I thought to myself, "Oh, I could win this," and I did. And the other, I suppose, the other interesting one was in the World Championships in Moscow. I finished the air pistol match with 19 tens in a row, you know, and that's what you really attempt to do. The highest score I've shot in centre fire at a open shoot, 597 in centre fire, and highest I've shot in standard pistols about 587 when I was in Venezuela having a practice with a Swedish bloke. He's 3 or 4 times world champion. He's getting a dig at me, and we finished the match and he looked at me and said, "No one shoots like that." So, you know, we have a lot of fun when you go overseas and you learn a lot and you just get to that level. That's pretty good. When you get old, you get arthritis, you get all sort of thing. I've had the heart pulled out, bits and pieces taken off. So yeah, you just poke along. I still enjoy it. You know, I shot air pistol a day very badly from my perspective, but during that, I suppose I shot 20 shots that were absolutely perfect. So you know, that's all that matters.
Mandy Rover there, she's had a couple of not so solid rounds there, so she's dropped from first to third.
Only 0.6 though, so I mean there's two shots to go before we announce the bronze medal winner, so she can always have a comeback. The other two ladies have been, Galiubovich and Gilman, have been shooting quite solid the last few series, so we'll see how we go.
Gilman 20.2 along with Galiubovich, so they've really put the foot down.
Yeah, they've been really solid, so it's really good to see, but might not be good news for Aspandiarova.
Yeah, so 2.9 and 0.6, so Aspandiarova, well, she's easily within touching distance to push past and go for silver. Definitely.
And I mean, 2.9 is nothing. Like, it's anyone can overcome a 2.9 difference, so Gilman can come up if Galiubovich has a rough series.
She's done again early, so she's obviously seeing the targets well.
Yeah,
I mean,
no hesitation.
When you're in form, does the target look bigger? Is it just it's easier? Really, you sight it quicker, and you just feel more comfortable. And you're there?
When you're in form, you just sort of, the process seems smoother. So the target, it's not so much the target. It's more about your sights are clearer. You're more confident on the trigger. Your mind's clear.
Your arm comes up in the nice arc, and it just hits the point straight away, and you're ready to go.
And there's no second guessing.
Firing point C, 20.1. Firing point D, 19.1. Firing point F, 20.2.
some
Well,
great
she's going to increase the lead there, but it's
from
going to be tight. It's going to be tight.
Aspandirova.
Yeah, I think she might have just snuck past her there. Oh, one clear point. She was only just behind.
Competition in third position, representing Victoria, Christy Gilman.
Myself, I prefer not to show emotion.
Just keep it inside.
Just keep it inside,
'cause you don't want
contain
the
it,
other competitors to see if you're up, you're down.
Yeah,
whatever's
exactly.
happening.
But it's also about you acknowledging the fact that you're upset. Like, that's not necessary right now. You know, you've got a job to do. So
Yeah. That
Forward
ability,
thinking.
ability to brush it behind, put it in the background, deal with it later,
Yeah.
and just move forward and get straight back into the process.
yeah. So last 2 shots done at the final, unless there's a tie, which I doubt it. We just said Galiovic doesn't show emotion, but she looks pretty happy with that target.
Okay, so the crowd behind watching the targets come back, they get a little bit of an idea and they're thinking in their own head. So here we go. The call for the gold medal. They both look pretty good.
Firing point C, 20.4.
Wow. Pulling it out when it counts.
Firing point F, 20.7.
So I don't think it's enough to catch her. She was 3 behind, so
The gold medal winner, representing Victoria, Elena Galiovic, with an incredible 20.7 to finish. The silver medalist, representing Queensland, Dina Aspandirova. And the bronze medalist, representing Victoria, Christy Gilman. Congratulations on your win. That's the second win for your nationals. How do you feel?
I feel pretty happy. That's both events 3 years in a row, so I can't complain about that. I'm pretty stoked.
And your final, you were pretty solid the whole way through. What was going through your mind, and how did you kind of block everything out?
Well, after the first series, I'm pretty sure I was last, so I was like, yep, never give up, keep going.
Never give up, keep going. Wise words, wise words. So what's next for you now? Where do you go from here?
Flying to China on Sunday to compete at the World Cups there overseas. Should be a good experience, shooting 3 events. The mixed teams, of course, which we're not shooting here, unfortunately, so I'm looking forward to that.
Yes. And one last, you just broke the national record. I'm not sure. Qualifying record, not the nationals record, which is your record anyway. Congratulations on breaking the record.
Thank you.
yeah, set a new target of 577.
Congratulations.
PB from here as well, so pretty happy.
PB, national record. Well done. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Daniela Piccoli remains in the lead, although it's a little slimmer than it was. Sergey Vaglevsky second, Scott Anderson third, and please congratulate our Chinese visitor, Yu Wei, in 4th position. Well done. We're now down to the medal positions.
Juve certainly brought it back then.
He did, but not quite enough.
Not enough.
Yeah, not enough. So we've got Daniel still just on 5 points ahead. He did have that 8, but he matched it with a 10.8. And if you're going to shoot an 8 and you pair it with a 10.8, you're probably going to survive. But you wouldn't want to do it twice.
Certainly this is the round where Sergey needs to make a move. If he's going to get anywhere near Daniel.
Correct. Scott Anderson can possibly jump up into the silver medal position. It's so close between them. And Serge, that wasn't one of Serge's best shots then. So I didn't see Scott's target, but Serge slipped out into the 9 ring. We'll see what the next shot reveals. That was a confident shot from Scott Anderson. Let's see what the targets show.
Firing point A, 19.5. Firing point B, 18.7.
This is going to be close.
Firing point F, 19.5.
And we're just waiting for the scores.
Okay, we have Daniel Repicoli maintaining his lead. Serge Evglevsky very close behind. And please congratulate our bronze medalist, Scott Anderson from WA. Good shooting, Scott. And now the 2 remaining shooters shoot for the gold and silver medal.
That was a great effort from Scott.
Yes, really was. It was so close. 0.6 of a point. He climbed, but he didn't quite reach Evglevsky in that last target.
And the clapping we can hear in the background is traditional shooting.
Is, yes, the crowd's really getting behind the shooters. It certainly hasn't upset Daniel Repicoli, who from my looking just shot a 10.6.
It's a good tradition, the clapping. Yeah. We can hear them again.
It's not meant to be distracting, it's meant to be supportive.
Supportive.
And it's a traditional European thing. Both shooting Marines. Serge's. And that's the last shots fired. Oh, Daniel.
Oh, look at Daniel's scores.
Good.
I think we already know the answer. I think we can see from the target.
That's pressure shooting. 2 solid 10s.
Firing point A, 20.9.
20.9 at this level, and the last 2 shots is creditable.
Firing point A, firing point B, 19.2.
So we have a result. There are no ties. Please congratulate our silver medalist from Victoria, Serge Evglevsky. And with some terrific shooting, particularly those last 2 10s, Daniel, our gold medalist, and I'm not sure, somebody might have a look at that and see if that's a record, but it's worth checking. I think it is, but we'll wait for the referees to confirm. Our gold medalist for 2019, Daniel Repicoli from New South Wales. 243 points. That is a world-class final. Well done, Daniel. Yes.
And we're just going to try and do an interview with Daniel.
Daniel,
Bruce,
congratulations.
Quick.
You're talking to the world. You're live streaming on. We're live streaming Daniel's interview. That was a great final, Dan. There were 2 shots that you just didn't look right. The targets reflected that, but so many of them, the gun was still, it just went off. I was saying, look, he's in the zone. When he's like this, nobody can catch him.
Yeah, that's right, Bruce. Look, it was a great final. That's easily the best we've had in Australia in a long, long time. So, and there was 2 shots that I wasn't happy with, but apart from that, the rest of it all went really well.
Well, you look there at Galevovic on 24,
yeah.
Eriksson on 14. So 10 hits behind. She's a long way back there. So,
Yeah.
But as long as she keeps scrapping, keeps trying to stay in here and beat
Yeah.
this elimination round.
Yeah.
She's
Yeah,
still
all
got a
you have to
chance.
do is be one hit above. So,
But then it's still a long way to come back to try and get the first.
yeah. I mean, there's got to be some really shocking shooting done by Galiobovic
She's shot 1-0
Ericsson
so
or
far in the
Heinrich come up.
competition. So
Yeah.
if she has...
If she just stays consistent.
Stays consistent here, yeah. She just...
Yeah.
Well, the way she's going at the moment, 4-5-4, you've got to be loving that.
Yeah, definitely. But anything can happen. Absolutely anything.
So maybe after this series, we're going to have our 3 medalists. Maybe.
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 Yeah, we're getting very close. It's good to see a bit of variety too. We've got New South Wales, South Australia, and Victoria out there.
2 Victorians, home
range,
yeah, home
well, not
advantage.
home range, but home town.
home state.
Yeah.
Probably there's a real mix of support here too. Obviously, people from across all the states here competing in other disciplines.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, previously we had the PA events, so the service pistol and
These
the
are
WA.
the non-Olympic disciplines.
Non-Olympic disciplines,
Yeah.
So they sometimes stick around and watch. They'll shoot some of the ISSF disciplines, and it's good. It's good to see all the people come out and support the athletes. And you really find that in the at the nationals as well, that team members really support each other within their state. They always get behind each other. So I love that about nationals.
Yeah, well, we just had 5 days of the PA disciplines, and it was great competition and great team camaraderie. And
Definitely team camaraderie around here. It's fantastic to see the PA. It's the ISSF shooters and the PA disciplines rarely get to mix it up, only at the nationals. So it's really fun to be around.
No, I believe. Oh, here we go.
Here we go. 4 hits by
fantastic.
Galiobovic. I think she is safe.
Yeah.
One hit for Heinrich. Ooh.
Wow.
4 hits for Ericsson.
Great shot from Ericsson.
This will be close. They might even be even now. 1 hit for Ryan.
Ryan's could be in a bit of trouble.
Leaving the competition in 4th position, please congratulate Alison Heinrich representing South Australia. The pressure is on though. Ericsson and Ryan.
Yeah, just 2 hits in that.
Mm-hmm.
So if Ericsson can pull out a 4 or a 5, she's going to put the pressure right back on.
Yeah, definitely. They can both shoot great and they can both shoot not much, so.
And again, 2 Victorians fighting it out for the top.
Yeah.
Late shot away there, but let's see if they're all clean.
Yep. Everyone got their 5 off.
So we're going to come down to
Leaving the competition in 3rd position, representing New South Wales, Olivia Ericsson. Both Galiobovic and Ryan both shot 2 hits that series, so the gap remains the same. Galiobovic on 30 hits and 8 hits behind. On 22 is Ryan.
Galiobovic.
Galiobovic has got it in the
5-4-2.
bag.
On the 4th series, she had a 0, and then she picked it up with a 4-5, 4-4, and a 2 on the 9th series. So she's been very consistent. She had that one little dip there in the 4th round, and then she's just cruising through.
She is, yeah. You just kind of relax. This will be an interesting results, this one, when there's not so much pressure on, but you still want to perform.
You want to crowd out with a 5.
Yeah, that's ideal. Now, crowd's ready.
I want a good result here, Eric.
Yeah.
I want to finish on the high.
You don't want to be finishing on a low series.
2 shots to go. So we do know who our gold medalists, our silver medalists, our bronze medalists, but let's just see what the final score is.
That now.
Oh, well, let's wait for the final score.
We'll just wait. So yeah, it's always a great final, this one.
Yeah, it's exciting stuff. Yeah. This is the first one I've witnessed, so
wow.
I'm in new territory here, and I'm loving it. Absolutely loving it.
Yeah, we do enjoy this final.
And great for Victorian pistol shooters here to go gold, silver at the
Nationals.
Number 1
and 2, yep, definitely. That'll be really good. They also had... Oh no, they were the only Victorians in the final.
Yeah,
and they
2
come
Victorians.
Out 1 and 2.
Yeah, 2 Victorians, 3 from New South Wales. We had a Queenslander, South Australia, a couple of Queenslanders, and 1 from South Australia.
Yeah, South Australia got in there.
Well, a little bit of parochialism there. You're from South Australia,
yes.
And she came a very credible 6th.
Yeah,
you made a final. Oh, here we go.
I'm very proud of my friends. 2 hits by Galiobovich. Oh, that wasn't an outstanding finish, was it?
Oh, fabulous finish.
Yeah,
that's great. That's great. It's really finished on a positive note there.
Please congratulate our gold medal winner from Victoria, Elena Galiobovich. And the silver medal winner from Victoria, Linda Ryan. And the bronze medalist from New South Wales, Olivia Erickson.
Signing series, low.
Really good final so far. Evglevsky's still holding on, so still shooting pretty solid there with the 2 series of 3 hits. Hasn't fallen too low, which is good.
No, but it has dropped a little bit from where he was shooting, 4.54, 3.3. So
yeah, hopefully
he
can
maintain the level of concentration.
Yeah. And Ashmore dropped down a little bit, so they'll be feeling the pressure. Not more than Chapman, though.
Nothing like your daughter applying a little bit of extra pressure to you.
He'd do the same for me.
He had the earmuffs on. I'm sure he didn't hear you.
Oh, no. Not at all. He wears extra earplugs under his ear muff so he doesn't hear me. Jeez, that was a quick first shot coming from Chapman. Let's see how we go.
What did you hear then?
He got his first shot off quite quickly.
Right. So giving himself the maximum amount of time.
Yep.
When his target's turned 4 seconds up.
Yeah. Bailey is looking a little bit concerned over there.
And
Had a bit of a concerned face. Yep. Call clear. So we'll just wait a minute. These two boys in front of us always keep their composure.
Chapman needs anything less than 2, and the
he's
next
out.
man up scores a 0. He's a chance.
Oh.
So he needs a 2 or higher.
I mean, I'm here to support Groves as well, but I'd really like to see Chapman stay in the final.
And really great for the international to have the Chinese competitor here.
Fantastic.
Oh.
What was that? 1? 1. So that's Dad out.
Yeah, he's going to go.
That's a step up he needs.
So I didn't get shooter C. Let's get back on the scores here in a second. Shooter C was 1.
Leaving the competition in 4th position, representing South Australia, David Chapman. Bad luck, Dad. A great series by both Evglevsky and Ashmore on 4 hits, keeps them the same amount of hits apart. 3 hits. So Evglevsky on 23, Ashmore on 20, and Groves on 15. So Groves is 5 hits behind Ashmore. This is after this series will determine who the bronze medal winner is.
Yeah, so Groves with his 1 has applied the pressure to him. Well, he's under pressure. He's 5 behind.
Yeah, he needed more than that one.
He needs a 5.
Definitely.
He needs a 5 to stay in the competition.
And he needs Ashmore to shoot a 0.
Yeah, so he needs a 5 to stay in the competition. Otherwise, he's going to take home the bronze.
Yeah.
But Ashmore's working hard. He shot a 4, but Evglevsky shot a 4 as well. So he maintains that 3-point break.
How many series have we got? 2 series left. So he's Evglevsky is 6 hits behind his national finals record. So if he can get a 4 and a 3 or a 5 and a 2 or a 5 and a 5, smash it.
Okay, so it's just down to Groves, Evglevsky and Ashmore.
We've got our medal winners, all 3 young men. It's good to see some young blood getting on the podium.
Oh, that all sounded fairly consistent.
Yeah, that did. I just thought there was something happening down at Groves, but all seems to be good.
Yeah, so Groves needs a 5.
Yes, ideally.
Anything less, he's going to take home a bronze, which is a fantastic effort at nationals.
Yeah. He fought hard to stay into this final, so.
But it's still wide open for gold.
Yep.
It all depends on how we go. If they keep shooting equal scores, Evglevsky's going to take it. But,
yeah. We'll see how they go.
So let's have a look at Groves. What are we going to get?
One hit.
Well,
that's him for the bronze.
Yeah, because the Groves takes the bronze.
5 hits.
Wow. Evglevsky
He's on
applying
his
the
way.
pressure.
He's on his way to that record. 2 hits by
Okay, so
Ashmore.
I think we're going to wrap up. Well, we've got the bronze medalist.
Yeah.
It's going to be very tough now for Evglevsky not to take gold.
Oh, yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. Leaving the competition in 3rd position, representing Western Australia, Bailey Groves. Another perfect series from Evglevsky puts him 6 hits in front of Ashmore with only 1 series to go. I think we know the results. But good luck, boys.
We're not going where we went yesterday. Okay, so 28. So the 5 there has nailed it. With 1 series to go, he's nailed the gold medal.
Yeah, there's no way that Ashmore can now get that.
He's now shooting.
He's 1
for
hit away from the record.
Shooting for his national
Oh my
record.
Lord. 1 hit away.
So there we go. 28 hits here. 1 round to go.
Yep. I reckon he's got it.
Let's hope.
I reckon he's got it.
Well, he's been very, very consistent. So over 7 series, he shot a 4-5, 4-3-3, 4-5. So he's coming back up again.
That's an incredible finals.
And 4 seconds away from a new national record. And if he gets this, it's even more incredible because he had the false start. We think right back to the start. It's not that long ago. Right back to the start, he had a false start, had to shoot by himself.
Yeah.
And
he hasn't.
was just solid at 4 straight off.
Yeah, he hasn't let up, has he? Final series done. 25-metre rapid fire pistol final complete.
It's very quick.
Yes.
A little over half an hour. And of course, we've had a couple of
Mishaps
there, hold-ups. So let's see. Oh, yes! That's amazing. Wow.
5 hits by Evglevsky. He's smashed his record.
34. New national record, 34. That is a fantastic.
1 hit by Ashmore.
The gold medal winner with a national record and a national finals record from Victoria, Sergei Evglevsky. The silver medalist from ACT, Thomas Ashmore.
Well, that is absolutely fantastic.
And the bronze medal winner from Western Australia, Bailey Groves.
What a final!
That was a great
amazing.
final. That was amazing. That was fantastic, and front runner from the beginning. And well, made it look easy at 34.
Yeah, he made 4 seconds look like a long time.
Yeah, I mean.
So Evglevsky, a national record, a new nationals final record, which you beat your own, which was in 2017. How do you feel?
Really good. I was really nervous the whole time. Majority of the time I was really nervous, but just did everything I needed to do and it felt really good.
Yeah, there was a few mishaps that happened, a few malfunctions. You started off with shooting on your own. There was miscommunication there. Take us through what was running through your mind when all these things were going on.
Well, during the malfunctions, I wasn't really thinking anything because that happens in most finals, especially in rapid fire. But at the start, I was a little bit nervous because I thought maybe they would take away a series or I would get disqualified. But obviously lack of communication, but you know, we'll manage to get through it and we're all good.
Awesome. And just lastly, did you have some sort of idea that you were going to beat your nationals finals record? Like, what were you thinking there?
Creeping up towards the last series, I definitely had the idea that it was there. But last series, I just kept thinking, like, anything can happen. My gun can malfunction. I can be late. You know, all these things in my head. So I was just thinking, keep doing what you need to do, and you'll be all good.
And you did such a good job. Well done, buddy.
Thank you.
That wraps us up for another night, folks. Next week, we'll be back to our clubs in profile, part of our series here on the Range Report. If you enjoy the content, please like and share on social media. Grow our following. I'm Mike on behalf of the team. We love having your company. Bye for now.